said, don't talk about me. Yet it's always you. Drunken nights and whores. Dead in the ditches. This just went too far. Jesus, please. Oh, Jesus, please. Don't come near me. I've been in the gutter for so long. Never come home. Have a slice of pie, then show yourself home. Thanks for coming by. But if you can stand a while, staple items of interest was the propaganda. I have something to show you. I have something to show you, baby. Give out a turkey on Thanksgiving. Give out free food. And I'm standing here looking at you. Does it look like it's so fucking free? Items of interest, forms and propaganda. What can you say to me that would ever make me change? I love you. I'm sorry about that. That was outrageous. Look at here, folks. The kid is walking to the chair. Not so sick as the last time we met. However, throwing up blood like nobody's ever seen. But damn it, I've been taking my walks. It's just hard because the weather sucks. And I only got one lung, so. I mean, all in all, it's pretty nice. How have you been? You snuck in this house, and I've been having fevers and throwing up, and then you just crawl like through the vents, and I turn around and look, and you're like, don't be mad at me, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I'm trying to think of how am I going to afford a new microphone.
You're talking to me?
Well, you showed up here.
I'm a dead woman. You can see me?
Now that's some crazy shit. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You know, don't be showing up saying you're a dead woman. Because I've been watching some scary shit
I've
in
been
my free
watching
time.
your bird.
And it's been getting real.
I'm watching your bird, and he's getting really aggressive right now with his mirror. I don't know how I feel about that.
He likes it.
Yeah, he really likes it.
This lively.
He likes it so much.
He hasn't seen me with this much life in 2 weeks.
He's raping whoever's in that mirror.
He's fucking like my man's back. You know, fuck them. You know, he's like my guy's back. But the thing is, he don't know. Is I gotta find out how to afford a new microphone cord. But you know what?
Yeah.
I love the joy.
Yeah, I really love the joy. I also really am very concerned about the little face he's raping in that mirror. Who is that?
It's probably my ancestors.
Who's in that mirror?
It's probably Clara's in there saying, hey, and he's like, hey, I've been down to fuck for a while. And she's like, hey, I didn't come here for this. I was trying to see how David's doing.
Yeah, she's a
and
decent
he's
lady.
Like,
what are you
look
talking
at these
about?
thighs. Look at these thighs.
Clara's
I've been crawling up walls for like years. Look at these fucking bird thighs. We looked at him. We examined him. We pulled him out.
Really bad.
And we looked at his bird thighs. They are so muscular.
really muscular. It's getting really bad. He's very aggressive.
But you know, like, but I didn't know that my ancestors would go through his mirror and try to check on David, and all he wants to say is like, "Ooh, I haven't had somebody by here in a long time."
He needs to back off.
Whoa! He seems happy, so maybe he got some.
He does look really,
Maybe he
really
got
happy. I also
I ain't getting no
would just like to
But yeah, I got the KO pectate. Word up. Shout out to my boy Marco for sending me what I didn't know existed. Chicken potato chips.
Yeah. Also,
Been a lifesaver. I've been nibbling on them. Like I don't want to go too hard in the paint because with your own eyes, you notice all I've done is thrown out fucking blood.
Right,
But man, we getting up. I've been taking walks every day. I wanted to go running, but the weather has been so shitty, and I only got one lung. God forgive me. But those chicken potato chips, I didn't even know that shit existed.
You're starting to sound like the barista.
Look.
You're starting to sound like the Also, the barista made this song that you hear right now.
No.
He also made this.
Not only is this not. All right. Now you tell the truth right now. Goddamn it, Judge Judy's in town. How many songs did I come up? How many beats did I come up with before I got to one? And I had to keep coming up with them. But this is how the show works.
Probably 3.
This is how the show works. But man, we all gotta. We really tried to prepare this material.
I know. I wrote for this.
And I'm like, I know you're writing for it, but I was already stressed out, and I said I wrote this song out of a fever. And I'm like, I gotta come up with a beat now.
Scary.
But
really scary.
But shit don't always go according to plan.
It rarely ever does.
So you just have to keep coming up with shit. And I was like, oh fuck.
Right.
I wanted a guitar session in there, like I think overboard. But I already got fucking problems. So but you know, I'm back on my feet, Daddy's working. We're coming at it hard, kid. I just say we could be getting nasty snuggles. Nasty
snuggles?
I mean, like snot. Fucking snot, sweat. Fucking titties on my back. I've been fucking dreaming about the end of the world. I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? Daddy's finally getting some rest. And you know what? I step out that door every day and I try to take a walk because guess what? I'm coming for you. What are you looking at?
You're coming for me? You're really coming for me? Are you really coming for me?
You have no idea.
Is it a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to look like SeaWorld.
Wow. Okay.
But I haven't been reading the news just because of stress and all that, and that's what... I don't even want to know what the fuck's going on. I know China's going to shoot me with a rocket, and if that don't happen, the leader of the free world, which is in Russia, wants to fuck me. And that's cool, but I just want to make sure my immune system's up so I can handle all that.
Right.
Because I've been shitting and puking and snotting for like 2 weeks. And nobody believed me, and then I started throwing up blood, and I realized I had an ulcer. Because I was worried, like, what the fuck am I going to do for money? I said, oh, wait, I got 4 cars.
4 cars.
And nothing's in my name. I'll let them figure it out.
Let them figure it out. Gosh.
But, you know, like I said, I want to create a master plan. Like, here's the news. I got some news for you.
Really?
What do you do when the gypsy decides to leave?
Yeah.
And he was all you had.
Right. Well, that whole business is going to go down the
shitter
now.
No, man. I mean, it breaks my heart because breaking up is hard to do.
It is.
The famous song if you look it up, you can see breaking up is hard to do. But I know what they're saying. But guess what? I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna vomit on stage and I'm gonna tell jokes for the rest of my life. And if you don't like that, you can go fuck your mother.
That's hot. That's really hot. Really, really hot.
Yeah, so we're there, and it's a difficult position.
So bad.
But in this floor, I guarantee you I got more jokes to save 2 lives.
To save 2 lives?
It's just, I'm like, looking around, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, who the fuck wrote all this shit?
Right.
And I don't even want to look at it.
It's a lot.
I don't want to look at it. I want to play Baldur's Gate. And I want to be a troll, and I want to set traps and stab niggas.
Yeah.
I mean, people putting in that with daggers, and I want to cast spells, and I want to beat that lizard monster. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I really apologize, but you gotta remember where I come from.
He drinks blood out of skulls.
And
Scary.
you know, that is my future.
So fun.
I wanna play Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. Man, those were
And
great.
I wanna listen to Iggy Pop, and
so fun.
I'm drinking off-brand ginger ale. Plenty of beers. But no, we killing all these tonight. Because I noticed the last episode I didn't even drink my beers. This show is not going. I don't give a fuck what that camera said. This show will not end until all these beers are drinking.
Really scary. Yeah. Is this show gonna keep going on until your sloth buddy finishes all his heroin?
Look, no one stops this. But you know that because who in the fuck tells you they quit and it's 2 weeks later and they still asking you where you at? Who the fuck? Look, man, and it's the craziest shit I've ever seen, but
maybe I don't know, maybe.
But we drinking all these beers at night.
Maybe your dick was too good. I don't know. Maybe that's why they're still calling you. I don't know. Scary.
You know what that is? You know what
really
that sound
scary.
is?
The sound of you peeing? Is it the sound of you peeing?
That's the ocean.
On low? Oh, never mind.
That's the ocean.
Never mind.
Man, you niggas. Oh! So sorry.
Stop saying that.
No. I was like, no,
We're not
we're
in the
gonna have to cancel all
projects.
this shit.
We're not in the projects. It's gotta stop. Make it stop. He keeps saying the end. He keeps saying the end.
We're gonna have to stop all this. I don't even know.
No, we're not. You said we can't until you're done with your beer. Gotcha.
Look, man.
Gotcha.
It's fucking hot. It's cold.
Yeah, it's hot, it's cold, and
I'm fucking rolling around on guitars and points.
it's too much. It's really
And
bad.
they bringing out a part of me I didn't want
This
to
is
come
what
out.
happens to you folks when your dick is too big. You get that wild bug-eyed look David has. His dick is too big. That's why he's got them bug eyes. Because he don't know what to do with all that meat.
Well, the thing
Scary.
is, like, I was like, yeah.
Really scary.
Like,
Okay, I'm
I
just
got my
kidding.
bills covered,
Kidding.
but the time clock is ticking.
Right.
And I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. But I'm covered, but man, and you're trying.
Scary. So scary.
No, because it's a strange world out there.
It's getting really weird out there, too.
And I'm trying to teach you how to drive, and people are running the side of the road, and I fucking.
I know, it's
meth
bad.
heads running around.
It's really
And
bad.
I was like, this is my everyday life. I
Yeah.
said, wouldn't you want to drink when you got home too?
Gosh.
It makes
It's
you want to
terrible.
drink, right?
It's really terrible.
Doesn't it want you to get sauced up?
I
Like,
can
after-
understand why you'd want to.
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
Yeah.
But it's for 9 hours a day.
Yeah.
And my mind just snapped, and I was like, what fuck are you even talking about?
Yeah.
But I'm like,
It's too
I'm
much.
not even going there.
We're not going there, folks.
But I'm trying
We
to
don't need
teach you how
scare
to drive, and we out there, and I'm carrying a knife because I think I might have to stab a motherfucker. And people don't believe this shit, but you see it.
I did. Oh, yeah.
This is why I told you,
They're
don't
weird.
you ever, when I leave the house, go get a few groceries, leave that door unlocked.
No.
That's how people get raped and murdered.
Yep.
But you know what, baby? This is Bo Diddley. This is our estate. The funniest thing that happened to me this week is that lady running over my mailbox. But she came to the door, and I said, get the pistol. Whether she knew it or not, she had a pistol pointed at her the whole time. But the thing is, she made me laugh so hard.
So sweet.
Because she's just telling me, I ran over your mailbox.
She was so
You
sweet.
shouldn't keep it so close to the road. And I said, I don't give a fuck about that mailbox because that's where the bills show up and none of them's in my name.
Right.
Run over it again. I said, that gives me something to do tomorrow.
So fun.
I was like,
I like
fuck.
her.
And I gave her a hug and I said, man,
She was
that's
sweet.
the nicest thing anyone's done.
Very
in a while."
honest.
And I was like, come on. I was like, shit, that's where the bills come.
Right.
And they're not even in my name.
Mm-mm.
I said, shit, run over it twice. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I said, tomorrow in the rain, I'll go out there, and I did. And I fixed it. But that was the funniest shit.
Yeah.
Because
She's
I
cool.
told her, I said, man,
She's very cool.
that's the nicest thing.
So sweet. Very honest. Nice to see someone with morals.
Because
That's
she
nice.
said we're neighbors, and I'm like, I know, and I'm
Mhm.
trying to get drunk, and if you excuse me, I'm going to go back to doing that.
Right.
Because I just lost my job, and that mailbox means
But
shit.
as soon as I heard her voice, I knew everything was fine. It was fine. It was nothing serious. Very fun.
No, that was the best news. I was like, well, at least the mailman don't have nowhere to
Yeah.
put my fucking bills. Because I don't want to see another one.
I love it. So fun.
But what a nice
No,
lady.
she's fine, yeah. She's not bothering nobody.
Nah, man. I don't see her that much, but she's a very sweet lady.
Very, very fun. It's nice.
She had a huge ass truck though.
Aw.
I was like, God damn.
Well, I like trucks. I like them. I actually do. I really do. Mister, are you okay? Okay. Alright, so what are we doing?
What do you want?
Are we doing the game yet? I just don't know when.
Do you want to do
When
it
are we doing
again?
it? Sure.
You want the mic?
If you're ready. But I'm not.
Yeah, I gotta drink all these beers.
Hopefully is this mic even on? Is it on? Does anyone hear me?
I promise you.
Okay.
I feel like that fucking zombie shark right now.
God. So let's get to the right page because I wrote this game for you ungrateful sons of bitch. I'm just kidding. No, but I wrote this game. Very fun. I enjoyed it. And let's hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed writing it. Maybe.
I love the fucking game.
It's called Chance or Happenstance. Chance or Happenstance. Anyway, you have to pick a number between 1 through 4 here. And we'll see what you chance upon or we'll see if you just happen to be there. Okay?
If I happen to be there.
If you just happen to be here in this situation, in any of these situations, okay?
Now I'm scared.
What? Did you pick 2?
I
What did you
said
pick?
2.
Okay, all right. Negotiations. So, negotiations are being heard. This is 2. 2 of your colleagues are negotiating a deal that could potentially set back your business's production for the next few years. That is, until you... What? What are you laughing about? What would you like to add? What would you like to add?
Nothing.
Why? What? No, I want to hear what you have to say.
Sounds like my life.
Okay. Now, I'll continue. So, yeah, could set back your business's production for the next few years. That is, until you propose to fire nearly everyone but Neil. He's your wingman and childhood friend. Your main point of contention is that none of them have any respect for the true integrity of an artist. It's not about what bigger, better improvements you can make to satisfy a growing trend. It's about stepping outside of the trends and producing raw, original content. That is what will truly distinguish an artist from the rest. So, you and Neil take a visit to the boneyard to recharge and perform a ritual that will leave you both inspired. It's good you were there that day to overhear your colleagues' negotiations. Alright. How do you feel about that?
It's fucking nice.
How do you feel about it, though?
I don't know who the fuck Neil is.
Neil is... In this scenario, in this alternate reality, he's your best friend. Childhood friend.
I never met a Neil.
You fired everyone but him. You got sick of you said, no, we're not
like
doing
a nice
this.
guy.
Yeah. He's your wingman. Childhood friend. And it says, your main point of contention is that none of them have any respect for the true integrity of an artist. So what it sounds like is, you want to continue producing raw content. Right? But your colleagues want to go into the trends. What is trending? What is... Okay?
Yeah, I'm listening.
What's more popularly supported, okay? But you're not into that. You're not into the popular bullshit. You want to produce something new, original, raw.
No.
Okay?
If we can't...
That's the idea.
I don't need that, but...
Okay.
The thing is...
You can speak.
I don't want to take up the game.
No!
What I'm saying
It's part of the
is...
game. We talk about it.
The thing that troubles me is... Everybody's listening to the same bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for something new.
Yeah, that's basically what you're doing here.
And, you know, even
new.
if it, you know, it don't have to feel great.
Right.
It don't have to be great. But it's time to find a new harmony.
Right.
And then you go out and try to do that, and people start throwing stones at you in some kind of way.
Right.
And they don't have to be physically. It's mentally.
Right.
But what I'm trying to explain is it's time for somebody to create something new, and
Yes.
if it's weird and wild,
Right.
man, that's the only way you're going to open up your neurosystem and
Yep.
the receptors of your brain.
So that's it. I agree. It's the only way we can really evolve. Mentally. And that's basically it. And the reason this would set back
And
production...
one more thing, I can sit around and watch TikTok all day long, but, you know, I'm a freak because I go home every day
Mhm.
to write.
Right.
And that's insane.
No. I know, and I write too. I'm in the same boat you're in. I get judged too. Because they're like, why are you doing that? It's what I do. It's work.
But I'm
Sorry.
doing it for them.
Yeah, I'm doing it for you, dumb bastards. You got something you can be inspired by when I'm dead. So, yeah, the reason why your colleagues would be setting back the business's production is they would essentially be throwing away all of your original ideas to institute the ideas that satisfy the trends of the time. But you're not about the trends of the time, you're about something new, something different. That's why they would set back production. They were going to scrap everything, all your ideas. Just, you know how that is though, right? Because they want what sells. So they're going to find what sells. And you don't care about that. You don't care about what sells. You want something that's intriguing. because you think that that is more important. So anyway, whatever, that's 2. So that's what you picked, the negotiations option. And you happened to be there. So this was an instance of happenstance. You happened to be there when you overheard the negotiations, and it was good you were there. So, because you put a stop to it. You said, hey, stop it. We're not selling Crocs. Okay? So, now do you want to know what the other options would have been here?
Yeah.
Okay. One is healing the ill. You've grown tired of hearing everyone fret about this poor sickly child. All talk and no action. You have your reservations about helping a child that isn't yours if the parents are indeed incompetent to raise this boy. Yet you're the only one with the knowledge to cure the ill child. You decide to do just that, but not before going to the tavern to get drunk first. So did you hear that, mister? You choose to heal this child who is ill, but you're going to get drunk first. It's not your kid, but you agree to help him. You're the only one who agreed to help him. But you didn't pick that. You picked 2. Let's move on to 3. Now, 3. Stealing the bride. You couldn't help yourself. She was sitting there sobbing all afternoon because she's arranged to marry a man she really detests and despises. It was all her father's doing, but she doesn't care about wealth and reputation. You made the woman laugh that day, and this is why you're currently resting on the beach while she swims in her wedding dress. You think she might be on her period, but the sharks are the least of this little lady's problems right now. She's having the time of her life, thanks to you. So you've set this woman free.
That's cool.
Arranged marriages are scary, and I think people still do that. In some countries, I think they do, and that's really bad. Now, the 4th option, and that was probably a chance meeting. You chanced upon this woman, and you made her day. Now number 4, mister. No one can see you. They don't want to see your butt. Mister. Folks, we're currently waiting on David. He wants to show his butt off to the camera, and I'm not filming it. We're not recording this.
I got tired of that. I got tired of that sound.
Okay. Now, number 4.
Now, to my judge, can
Yes,
just
sir,
can I say
yeah.
something? Remind them.
Okay.
How many things am I controlling right now?
A lot. It's really a lot, folks. So if he has to step away, it's not for.
But I know.
Not for any silly
it looks
reason.
goofy and
It's a
all,
lot.
but,
A lot of controls.
I get tired of that fucking sound.
All right. So this 4th one is buying a goat. You could have picked this option. You were walking the country roads for nearly 2 hours when you eye a particular billy goat wreaking havoc on a garden. The old man who owns it swears he's going to kill that silly bastard. But you're lonely, and everyone hates you too. You think to yourself, why not? Which leads to a $300 expense, but now you will walk home with a new friend, and your goat has a new lease on life. He will surely enjoy the meadow behind your home, having plenty to gorge on. So, Mr. All 4 of these options, unbeknownst to you, correspond to the cards. And so, let's see, what is happening? Where is it? Okay. Now, you picked 2. And that was the boneyard card, which would be the Jack of Clubs. Okay? And number 1, healing the child, would have been the Tavern card with the King of Hearts. Okay? Stealing the bride, number 3, would have been the Beach card. And buying a goat would have been the Meadow card. And I do have playing cards for each of those. Yeah. So we're gonna move on. We will move on. So, Mister, I'm bringing out the cards.
Oh, shit.
I'm bringing out the cards because this time you're gonna pick one. This time you're gonna pick one because we're not done. We're not done with this game.
She's bringing out the cards, and what she does is whisper softly, how far can I go? Never leaving, never leaving this chance of love. Pitiful me, holding on to the late nights where my head hangs so low. Whisper sweetly, have you ever been so damn low? My fingers are bleeding, my soul is crying. Your dress does not impress me so much. Whisper softly, just how far do I got to go? And now she's got a card game. Let's let her have the stage.
Okay. Thank you, Mister. Thank you. You'll have to pick one of these cards. Just one of them. Just pick one of them.
Do I gotta look at it?
Yeah, just pick it. You can look at it. What do you have? What is it? What is it?
You know what I got.
Is it the King of Hearts? Did you get him?
Yeah.
Again? Like you did last time? Yeah, the last time you did
And
this.
you was wondering
You
where
did.
your deck of cards
And
were.
I know.
And you was missing the King of Hearts and you was doing
Show-
laundry and you found
show
this
him.
card in my t-shirt.
Okay, there you go.
And that's the one I picked.
There you go.
I keep stealing this card from you. And
That's the Tavern card. That corresponds to the Tavern card. As you know, folks, if you've watched this before, it is kind of like tarot. I have my own cards. It's not tarot. It's my own made-up game. I said, fuck tarot. I have my own cards, but I have playing cards which correspond to my cards. And the Tavern card is the King of
by the way.
Hearts. Indeed.
if you want to know, you said we're not stupid people, but this is actually a hand that teaches you how to read palms. So you can tell people's future.
Yep.
And you'll be shot and killed if people find out you know this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the witch hunt will begin.
Yeah,
shortly.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Nothing
But
we can do
like
about
I said,
it.
man, I ain't got nothing to do. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know nothing.
So.
I don't know nothing.
Alright.
Hey, let's on to the next.
So, mister, what's interesting is your negotiations option would have been the Boneyard card, the Jack of Clubs, but for this second half of the game, you picked the Tavern card, which is funny because you seem to be in the tavern or in the Boneyard. Either one. Every time we play this game,
It's a little mix
you're
right
in
now.
either one of those two
But
places.
like I said, you know, I got a good family and they're taking care of me and I'm taking, you know, but it seems like it'd be a mix.
Yeah. So, you're in the tavern again. And just to refresh your memory, everyone, what does it mean? What is the tavern card? It represents worldly vices and ultimately changes in your life or in someone else's who's connected to you.
Oh, yeah.
Mister,
I'm sorry.
it says, listen carefully, in your mind it's terribly lonely and dark in this tavern tonight. But while the blackness surrounds you, why is it that you have so much light engulfing you? You're literally the only one who stands out in the room. And that's what it says.
Well,
What's the first?
I don't know, but
What's
that's the one thing that bothers me.
What?
Because to
Okay.
be honest with you, I don't want to stand out in the room.
But you're standing
But the
out.
thing is if I'm standing out in the room,
Right.
after everything that happened, I thought, I'm hanging on to that.
Yeah.
Because that means,
Right.
if I can't go into town because everybody rushes toward me, that means I got something.
Right.
So, I don't get upset. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when they take people like me and abuse them.
I know.
But even that, I'm not going there.
Mhm.
But you sat there and I called them and said, I don't want no hard feelings.
Right.
Because I did this to myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't belong here in the first place.
Mhm.
But it's not my fault
No.
that you can't find another mule.
No.
But, like I said, it's a breakup. But there's no hard feelings. But the fact that I can walk into a town and have people just pull at me
Yeah.
like they do is, I said, I'm going to start learning how to use that.
Mhm.
Because
You can use that to your advantage.
so, that's because they got love.
Right.
But, it's just a very confusing thing. Because I've been raised in a family where, we're hard workers.
Right.
But I have a different mindset.
Of course.
But that
Stick out.
why would I be mad at them for loving me?
No.
In fact, I pulled you don't take this king of heart back, I'll steal it again.
Steal it again. Okay. So
Hey, I
put it
stole
here.
it the first time. It was in my
And,
shirt pocket. I don't know what the fuck happened.
We'll continue.
We're drinking all the beers. We ain't stopping
continue
until all
on.
these beers are drinking. Because last episode I didn't drink all the beers.
So,
Because
Mr.
I was sick and
You can pick
I'm
the
just
next
having a
card and well, if you want me to read the next options that you could have picked, these are the options you could have picked.
What do you think I got?
Is it the Four of Spades?
So damn close.
What is it? It is the Four of Spades. I knew it.
There you go.
It
My
is the
girl's
Four of
learning.
Spades.
There you go.
I got
You
it.
know I do that all day.
I got it.
Now, come. Tell the audience. You know I
Yes.
do that shit all day long.
Right.
I act stupid, but I can call them all day long.
Yeah. Oh my.
No, that's very good.
Now, the Four of Spades, which you didn't pick, but I had to write all this, so if you don't mind hearing
No, I got
about it.
another beer over here. In fact,
Okay.
I might have to put this one back and get a colder one because I don't like Panther piss.
No. No. That's what my Uncle Rich used to
Nah,
call
man.
it. Panther piss.
No.
Warm beer, nasty.
No, that's how you get the shits.
Now, Four of Spades, which you picked here, it wasn't your option, but we're just going through the rest of the possible options you could have picked. The Meadow card is the Four of Spades. It, to refresh your memory, represents tranquility, but largely the here and now. It says, what are you laughing about, mister?
This is so obscene.
What is?
No, I'm listening to you, but I'm just thinking.
Mister, would you like to hear the rest of this?
Yeah.
It
I'm
says
so
you were.
sorry.
It says you're eating.
I've been sleeping for a long time. So.
It says you're eating so many berries in the sunny meadow. Yet you swear you saw wolves surrounding you. Mister, are you listening?
I'm listening.
Only they're as black as can be with eyes of glowing gold. At some point, you toss your basket of berries aside and decide to walk home. You need to pay real close attention to this and then tell me
You decided it is berries and
you.
Yeah.
You're in the meadow. You're eating a basket full of berries. But you notice wolves surrounding you, and they're pitch black, and their eyes are golden, glowing.
No, I know what that is.
Okay. Now, would you care to tell me what your thoughts are on that?
Oh man, you getting into some heavy shit.
If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. You don't have
Well,
to.
the thing is,
It's a vision I had. No, that's real. That's not even. No.
I
had that.
I had this one-legged Native American woman. She was the elder,
Yeah.
and she met me,
Mhm.
and she was like, no.
Mhm.
She said
Mhm.
I was a wolf,
Right.
and she said she'd have dreams of becoming a wolf.
Mhm.
What that means is you're about to get some hell.
Yeah.
No, because wolves are hunters.
Yes, we are.
No, like I said, and when I get that feeling, that old time feeling,
Right.
it's like, that's why it depresses me so much and I throw up, is because I'm telling people, you about to get a wrath.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and the safest place I can be is in my fucking house. I don't do this on purpose.
That's right. That's why you walked home, it says. You decided to toss the basket away and walk home.
No, because, do you remember the story of Little Red Riding
Oh,
Hood?
yeah. Yeah, we should all know that one, folks. My dad used to read it to me, and he read me The Boy Who Cried Wolf, and, yeah, all those stories.
Would you like to hear a short poem?
Sure.
Social scene. Can't feel my thought, can't feel my fear. Yet still, I'm getting closer. Destroy the world, destroy the mind. In curiosity, I will call you mine.
Nice.
Soul Eater, tear it down, leave it to pieces. Kicking them to the sun, and at midnight, Soul Eater, can't feel my thought, cannot touch the fear, destroy the world. Let's get it over. I can't take it. I can't take it. Destroy the mind. Tear it down. I can't take it.
Thank you, mister.
Yeah.
Very powerful. Thank you.
It's called social
Thank you.
scene. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Mister, I'll continue on here.
Let's go on.
But you have to pick, if you don't mind, pick the next card. So I'll read the next one, mister.
Alright, man. What do you think I got?
Ace of Diamonds?
Ooh, getting good.
Woo! Really? Show it to the folks. We need to show it to the folks.
You're getting good.
I didn't know that was Ace
you're
of Diamonds
getting
at
good,
all.
Man.
Now, honestly, I thought it was a Jack of Clubs at first, but then I thought, no, I saw red. I saw the red.
From the best, kid.
There you go.
You learn from the best.
I'm doing good tonight. It's not like that every night. But there we go. So, now, the Ace of Diamonds, which you picked there, is the beach card. Not to be confused with the bitch card. No, I'm just kidding. It's the beach card. And to refresh your memory, it represents the oniric dreams and hidden potential within self or any areas within life. What's funny?
No, man, I'm proud.
Okay. Okay. Hidden potential within self or any areas within life. There's a dead bird drifting on the waves, but it looks just like a goldfinch. Rather peculiar to find it out here, but the feeling you get upon seeing it is even more peculiar. You decide to take a hiatus from the world temporarily. So, what's your first thoughts on that? It's a goldfinch, and it's a bird, and it's dead, and it's on the waves. And you decide that you're gonna hide from the world right now. What does that mean?
This is actually, it's funny you speak about that because
Oopsie.
I went to the beach one time with my family, and I hid in the bathroom almost the whole week. And I just listened to music, but I went out and I'd go out at nighttime, but I only like going to the beach in the wintertime. Because I don't like all those fucking, in summertime, I don't like those types.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean, I know.
So
I've been
in
there.
the wintertime, nobody's out there, and it was a full moon.
Yeah.
And all these dead jellyfish just rolled up on the shore, and you wasn't allowed to get in the water.
Right.
And I didn't care. I just sat there with my notebook and I wrote.
Yeah.
But my mother had to actually come find me, and I was in the bushes. Because...
Okay.
No. She'll tell you.
Yeah.
She'll tell you that I stole somebody because I went back to the room because I lost my mind because I told her something was happening. And I was talking crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was having a good time. But I was just turned 21, and I was hitting those little Honolulu bars.
Yeah.
And I just was walking the beach, but I like, me, I like getting out of... I'm a night guy.
Right.
And I wish I could be, I'm a night guy.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but in the daytime, I'm not having it.
Right.
But at nighttime, I light up like a fucking bulb. But I was hitting these Honolulu bars, but there was this thing where all the jellyfish died and washed up on shore. But at the time, I was sitting on shore at night in the full moonlight, writing poems, and there was two hippies fucking. And I yelled police and took off running. But they got so mad at me. But to be honest with you, when I was in that I stayed in the bathroom all day.
Yeah.
I would lock myself up, but I had a prescription bottle full of pills.
Okay.
But the thing is, I was just listening to music and writing.
Right.
But when I came out, they took my clothes away from me. And they thought they could put me in a room. But I brought a friend with me, Jeffrey, which I didn't even tell him I had all this shit. And I was like, I'm very secretive. And I said, can I have one last request? Can I have one last request? Can I talk to my friend Jeffrey? And I grabbed him by the neck and jerked him in the room and slammed the door shut. And they were beating on the door. Dude, I love it. It don't get no better than this. And they were beating on the door. And why I kidnapped him is I'm going to need those shorts. And I snuck out a window that was like, I don't even know how I fit to it. But I literally, like a ninja, jumped off the bed and flew to it. The maid thought the maid was outside the window. And but you see in my size, I slid through this fucking window. And by the time they realized what was happening, but I stole his clothes.
Okay, honey.
And I jumped in a bush.
Okay.
But by the time they figured it out, it was like 4 hours later. What the fuck? I did it in seconds because you know why? Because they couldn't keep
Right.
up with me because I could run so fast. Because I would run down the stairs.
Right.
Oh, dude, it was the greatest escape. Because you can't keep up. And like, dude, I was running. But the thing is if you know how to get away, only criminals know this. You know what you do? You hit that fucking bar and you fucking slide. But if you get that shit wrong, ooh, I mean, you're talking about falling down the middle.
Right.
And if you falling down 4 flights and smacking cement.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is that, dude,
That's
I was
bad.
hitting every bar like fucking sliding like Patrick Swayze. You couldn't stop me for shit. I
Right.
cleared 4 flights. Fucking, they didn't know shit about kids flipping
Yeah.
around buildings and all this shit they doing. I'm telling you, one time, I want to put somebody to a test. See if you can catch me. But that shit's scary as fuck, you know?
Scary.
You want it back?
Yeah.
Alright, we got one more.
Yeah, we have one more card here, and I'm sure you know what that is. It's the Jack of Clubs.
Sure is.
Alright, so let's show it to the folks, because we just like to show them. Last one. Okay. Now, that's the Boneyard card. And to refresh your memory, it represents transcendence, but largely the past and future. You're seated in the boneyard, all to your lonesome, when suddenly the sky itself appears to rend. Why there's an opening in the sky, you can't say, but an inky blackness drips from its opening. Nearby, the birds struggle to fly, and all the animals surrounding you can barely move. You receive the wild notion that perhaps you can seal the opening, but how? So what does that mean to you?
Oh,
That's weird.
Nah, you
And that
just
is-
asked me a very tough question.
And that's a real vision I had of you in that boneyard.
Alright, man, run it by me one more time.
One more time.
No, that's a serious question.
It is. You want me to read it? Reread it?
No, I need to ask.
Okay.
I know we've been joking, but...
It says you're seated in the boneyard, all to your lonesome, when suddenly the sky itself appears to rend. Why there's an opening in the sky, you can't say, but an inky blackness drips from its opening. Nearby, the birds struggle to fly, and all the animals surrounding you can barely move. You receive the wild notion that perhaps you can seal the opening, but how? What does that mean to you? Because that's a bizarre vision I had.
Like I said, the weirdest thing is, I've been getting better.
Right.
But like I said, the crows are gathering around my window.
Yeah, they are.
But
They
I'm
really
listening
are.
to my mother and I'm doing all the things.
Right.
And I'm taking walks and I'm trying to get back into running, but the weather's been so bad.
Right.
Because I'm trying to build up. But when I walked next door when it stopped raining,
Mhm.
and those birds followed me.
Yeah.
No, a murder of crows
Mhm.
followed me next door. When I came out, they were all in the parking lot
Mhm.
waiting on me.
I know.
And they followed me home.
Yep. Yep.
It's called a murder of crows.
Right. Yes.
But why did I sit in a tree and scream for me? That shit doesn't bother me,
No. No.
but it means what it says.
Right.
I love you. I don't mind explaining myself to you, but I know exactly what the fuck that means.
Okay.
Because on the way, there was a red pheasant that ran by me.
Yeah, they're pretty. They are very pretty.
But this is not natural.
No, it's not. No. Nope.
So I'll go back to my fucking house, and I'm locking myself in my fucking house.
Yeah.
Because what they're telling me,
Yeah.
something
Mm-hmm.
is on the way.
That's right.
And all I need is peace.
Right.
But
right.
that is unnatural.
Yes, it is. Alright.
But I've been feeding those birds, and they're trying
I've
to talk.
been feeding them.
The thing is the crow is one of the most intelligent animal species on the earth. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, they are.
And they're trying to tell you to stay home.
They're,
But no, they were telling me to stay at the house, and they was following me because they wasn't sure what.
They're considered messengers from...
But the thing is, didn't I tell you I would drive when I worked at Family Dollar, and I swear the crows would follow me to work?
They're messengers
But
from
then
the other
when
side.
I didn't see the birds,
Yep.
that means
That's
get the
not
fuck out
a
of
good
here.
sign. That is not a good sign.
Get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here. And
Yes.
but
Yep.
the crows are the most intelligent bird known to man.
Yes, they are.
It's called the raven.
Now, we have here, Mister, we have the last section of the game.
Alright, what's the last section?
The last section here.
Am I picking cards now?
You will pick one card, one of them. Just one of them. Just one. Which
I want that one.
This
I
one.
want
Okay,
that
take
one.
it. Take
God
it.
damn it.
Whichever one you want.
And you know what it is.
Is it red? Is it red? Is it a Queen of Hearts? Ooh, I was right. I didn't know.
Man, I
didn't
train
know
them
what
well, don't I?
I didn't know what you picked
I
up either.
train
Let's
them
show
well,
the
do
folks.
I not?
Because there was also, folks, let me show you. There was also these queens. Any of those. He could have picked any of these.
I train them well.
Yes.
I love
So
it.
there you go.
That's great.
Wow. Okay. Now, there are two queens that correspond to the upper realm in this game. And the upper realm is the Queen of Hearts or the Queen of Diamonds. And you pick the Queen of Hearts. So there you go.
That's what they say.
Now, the upper realm, just to refresh your memory on what that is, Mister, give me the mic,
Sorry.
please. Okay,
I
so
love how you came in like that.
Okay. All
I
right.
love that shit.
All right. So to refresh your memory on what the upper realm is and what it means, well, this is where we are now. This is where we do the most important work before we pass on into the next stage of existence. So here we are, the upper realm. Mister?
Yes.
You're gonna have to pay attention to this.
I finally found my notes I was looking for like a week ago.
Okay.
But it was
But
alright,
Mr.
man. We had a good
let's-
time, man.
Pay close attention to this, okay? Okay.
I'm waiting.
For
Nigga, get talking.
for some, don't you start with me.
I'm sorry.
You better
Oh my
start.
god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, now, all right.
Look, can I explain myself?
Listen, we're not doing any explaining. He's been listening to a lot of hip hop. Okay.
Look,
Just put it-
no, I grew up.
Okay.
We know.
It's okay. Everything's
But
fine.
I don't,
but-
no, man, I don't, no, man,
Mr.
but I know what that means.
I know.
And I'm so sorry.
Okay, now, it says, for some bizarre reason, you hear profuse crying coming from a barn. You're not paying any attention.
No, I am.
Okay. For some bizarre reason,
I was reading shit from 2009. What you doing?
you hear profuse... I'm reading this. You're supposed to be part of this game.
I am.
Folks, remind him in the comments section.
I'm fucking with it.
Okay.
I feel
Let's-
really...
we gotta hurry this
I
up.
feel really bad.
Okay, we really need to hurry this up.
No,
Okay.
I felt really bad
It says...
about the words
Okay.
I used.
Well,
no,
you're in,
I've been on edge.
we're over an hour.
I've been taking
Yeah,
Zantac 75.
Okay.
And I got ghost hunters out there trying to fucking put me under.
Okay, so you're in the upper realm, okay? This is where we are here now. It says, for some bizarre reason, you hear profuse crying coming from a barn, and you swear it sounds like a baby. You pause, reluctant to check it out. You're not paying any attention.
No, I am.
As you stand there at the entrance to the barn, a small animal runs past you, but you couldn't make out what it was.
That's what happened to me earlier this morning. I told you, it was a fucking red bird with a long tail. I don't know what the fuck that thing was.
Now,
You say a pheasant, but that thing looked like a fucking peacock.
You hear profuse crying coming from a barn. Mister, you're not paying any attention.
Profuse crying
And
coming
it
from a
sounds
barn.
like
It sounds
a
like
baby.
my cousin Billy getting raped in the
It
ass.
sounds like a baby. Okay, you pause, reluctant to check it out. As you stand there at the entrance to the barn, a small animal runs past you, but you couldn't make out what it was. You're not paying any attention. We need to hurry up.
I swear to God.
Well, what would that mean to you? You don't know what's in that barn, but it sounds like a baby. You don't know what it is.
I know it's in that barn.
But why are you reluctant to go in there? Why would you be reluctant to go in there?
Because these are inbred fucking white honky motherfuckers fucking each other and they just leave their children to the side.
Okay.
And that's the difference.
Okay.
And then they say, well, you know, you gotta, you gotta figure it out on your own.
Okay.
No, you don't get this one. I thought we were finishing it off.
This is the last
Oh, you
part
got
I'm about
one
to
more?
read.
Oh, you got one more?
What do you mean I don't get the mic? How about I just tackle you through that piano? And the stink bugs will watch. They're gonna watch it.
2009 if you want to hear it.
Well,
I
we
lost
can
my
hear
notes.
it, mister. We can hear it after I'm done here, okay? Now, this is the last part, okay? Now just, if you can pay attention. And, this will be the, little room here, which would be the Queen of Clubs or the Queen of Spades. And, you didn't pick that, but here we are. So the lower realm, to refresh your memory, is very reminiscent to our upper realm, but it is where our subconscious mind festers, so that the upper realm appears as a playground for our innermost desires and fears. In other words, turn the page here. The lower realm is a rather twisted reflection of the realm we live in. So, you liken the beating of a drum to that of our heartbeat. And while you listen closely, something is also beating through your veins as well. It disturbs you now, but the faces of the people who stare at you appear more ghostly each day. The longer you sit in solitude, the more vivid your visions of the dead become. So why is it that your visions seem to be the only living reality left? A strong yearning to depart from this world overcomes you, but now you've decided to walk with the dead you love so well. You're not dead. On the contrary, you're more alive than the living. So, you might not even want to answer that. What that means. Why is it that the living appear more ghostly?
I have an answer for that.
Okay.
From March 23rd, 2009.
Okay.
Sleepless hour, nights, days, then maybe another 5 to 50 years ahead. constant drink to slow the plane down. Not effective, but only some burden. Which of whom supplies me? Another shady guy behind the counter who doesn't even know my name. Crafted over many years of thoughtless, foolish years, live another born, lifelong lesson is forgotten in a small box in a small town. Somewhere, this one thing I can be sure of.
Alright, so we're over an hour. You look like you're done with all this shit. Yeah, we're done?
I've been done.
We're done. Okay.
You know, that was like fucking...
Okay.
That's way back.
It's fine.
2009, I was roaming the streets.
Okay,
Fucking beating people up.
Okay.
Fucking what the fuck,
That's
you know?
Cool. Alright, mister. I guess we're done. I mean, it's an hour and 6. We're gonna go over this video soon. If we continue on. So, tune in next week. Bitches.
Bitches? Hey, you don't want a song?
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't know if you had one.
Do I have one?
I don't know. Okay. David Brand.
It's the end of the show.
Alright, tune in next week. Tune in next week, bitches.
Bitches.